Hi everybody, it's Andrea, aka Violet Kitty 411, and welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much to everybody who has been engaging with comments, likes, and subscribing. You know I do appreciate it so much. And we're doing something different today. Now, obviously, I've never done one of these reactions before, but this is Sims related, so buckle up. It's a lot of drama and a lot of fun. Am I the a-hole for deleting my girlfriend's Sims save files? Now, I know we're all instantly feeling judgy, but let's move on. Let's just start by saying that I, 24M, love my girlfriend Aaliyah, 20F, very much. She's a super hardworking girl and she spends a lot of her time on classes trying to get the highest grades possible for applying to nursing school in the near future. When she's not doing that, she's doing chores or cutting down on her ever-growing to-do list. And when she's not doing that, she's spending 2 hours a day playing The Sims. This is where the problem comes in. After all the stuff she does, Aaliyah doesn't have as much time to spend with me as she could. She's a perfectionist too, so when she's doing the more serious stuff like school, she puts in more effort than necessary, which is time consuming. Okay, number one, you are very literally jealous of a video game. Number two, how dare you determine how much effort she should put in? She's putting in the exact amount of effort she feels she needs to put in order to be successful. It really got to me that even knowing this, she'll spend so much time on The Sims. It's something frivolous she's doing when we already get so little time together. She's also an adult, so essentially playing digital dolls almost every day is kind of something she should grow out of by now. I'm 53. I've been playing since 2002, and I have no intention of stopping. I'm just saying. I decided to step in and have her cut back on this. I obviously didn't delete the whole game, but I figured deleting the little save files she was working on would deter her from spending so much time on it. You may as well have thrown a cup of red paint on the Mona Lisa in front of Leonardo da Vinci. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. That decision backfired tremendously. Who'd have thunk it? Not me. Not me. I'm just saying I would have never figured that would have been a bad idea. When she logged on to her game, she thought there was some glitch going on and kept restarting it until I explained to her that I removed the saves. She absolutely flipped out at me, saying she'd been playing that save file since like 2017 and I had ruined years of game progress. Sims isn't even a gold game. I told her she was overreacting because she still has the game and could just remake her same little characters if it mattered that much, but it doesn't need to, and maybe now she can focus on more adult interests, like loved ones. I'm just going to tell you that in the history of the world, telling somebody to calm down or that they are overreacting has never been successful. Not once. Never been successful. But she's not overreacting. Basically, she left immediately, saying she was so stupid to leave her gaming laptop at my place and now she won't answer my calls. I know this is a total overreaction. Nope. But I started to feel a little bad once I realized it may not be as easy to redo her characters as I initially thought. So, am I the a-hole for deleting my girlfriend's Sims saves? 100% you are the a-hole. Now, this originally, I came across it in a Sims group on Facebook. And I went looking for it on Reddit, and I did actually comment. This post made it to a Sims group on Facebook that I'm a member of. Let me tell you, they are all prickly. We spend a lot of time playing this game, building, designing characters, writing stories, creating custom content, you name it. 2 hours a day is extreme beginner level, by the way. I literally just spent an entire day off building 2 homes. This game is a creative outlet for a lot of people. It is a therapeutic outlet for a lot of people. It legitimately got me through a dark time of my life as I was recovering from a horrific experience. Now, just to let you know, back in Sims 1, right after I wrote my first Violet Kitty album, I was hit head-on by a drunk driver. I spent 10 months on crutches and 10 months in physical therapy, and the ensuing Violet Kitty Sims 1 album plus the first couple Violet Kitty Sims 2 albums actually happened during that time. I had come here to find this post so I can comment on this. 100% you are the a-hole. Let's address several things. She is a responsible young woman who deserves her own hobbies. You do not deserve her time. You have to earn it. And at this point, you don't deserve 1 second of the next 80 years should she live to be 100. I hope she reads all the comments here. Every single comment, not a single comment is telling him he is anything other than the a-hole. Like, we're getting 10,000%, 1,000,000% a-holes. Not a single one is good. If she stays with you, you will most likely her. I'm sure you will pretend you're not the kind that would a woman, but you are 100% the kind that would a woman. Bare minimum, you will gaslight her, emotionally and financially abuse her, isolate her from her friends and family until you have convinced her she deserves nothing better. She's clearly a young woman with a bright future. I realize she is most likely playing TS4, and it's not nearly as fun to torture TS4 Sims as it is to torture TS2 Sims, but I hope she makes one of you and tortures him. But it gets better because our girl, Aaliyah, she actually responded. Did you really think I wouldn't find this post? Did you really think I wouldn't see how you've been talking about me? I shudder to think what you said in what you deleted. Don't worry, girl. What happens on the internet stays on the internet. I have a copy, and now YouTube has a copy. I'm just saying. Why don't you tell them the real story about how you not only deleted the save files, but also hammered the backup thumb drive so hard there's a dent on your countertop while I cried for you to stop? Why don't you tell them about how you tagged along to my SI group after bio because you don't want me out of your sight? That's obsessive. That's stalker. I'm just saying. Why don't you tell them about how my best friend, who's so-called in love with me, literally lives in another state and only visits once or twice a year? Why don't you tell them about how when my mother was sick a few months ago, you were blowing up my line all day, every day for attention, knowing I was her primary caregiver 24/7? Why are you telling them you work full-time or that you manage a grocery store when you part-time manage the fast food place inside it? I want you to take this to heart when I say this, but I have genuinely been so much worse off for knowing you. You've destroyed my self-esteem with your constant criticisms of what I enjoy. You've controlled me in every way for as long as I've known you. You don't understand boundaries, or when no means no. Your racist family treats me like dog crap, and your friends are equally racist punch a-holes. You ruined something I've spent years of my life growing up with, and I could never bring myself to forgive and forget that, no matter how much love I've poured into you. I hate you for what you did to me and for what you've been doing. I mean that. I'm going to make this so crystal clear since you don't understand it the first time. We are through. Go F yourself. Okay, Aaliyah, good job. I am so proud of you for that. And I did get a chance to reach out to her personally. I'm so glad to see you posting here. I'm sorry that he did that. I don't have any save files that I've invested that much time in and would be furious if somebody thought they could delete one. I was posting on Facebook Sims forums hoping to find you and tell you to leave him because he is clearly an abusive ass, and I had not even seen this post. Get a restraining order. Don't go anywhere alone. I believe wholeheartedly he will hurt you physically, and in the meantime, make a sim of him and torture it. It will do your heart good. It's more fun with a Sims 2 sim, but there's always ways to make it happen with a Sims 4 sim. And she responded, I've gotten the sim suggestions a few times. It gives me a kick, haha. But honestly, I don't really want to introduce him to the world of my gaming any more than he already has been, you know? It'll be nice to not have to think about him when I game next time. Thank you so much for your kindness. P.S. It boggles my mind that this has made it to Facebook. People keep telling me about all the subs it has made it to on here, but cross-platform folks knowing about my abusive ex-boyfriend is weird to think about it. I am so glad that you're free from him. I hope that you have a wonderful, productive life and that you move forward and that you now see the red flags for what they are. I'm sure that he love bombed you early on, which kind of set the stage and made it easier to stay in what ultimately became a very abusive situation. Sweet girl, go forth, become an awesome nurse, and play The Sims as much as you want. Anyway, I am happy to finish this out that we had a happily ever after. Yes, you are the a-hole, and I hope this follows you for the rest of your days, you a-hole. Not Aaliyah, you're not an a-hole. But let's go ahead and recognize the signs, because if somebody destroys something that you love, it's not so long before they destroy you. Anyway, that's all I have to say. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe. I will see you soon in the pixelated world. VK out.